At the beginning of Showdown in the Badlands, I said that Reno Warrior would probably be the worst Reno archetype, and I might need to eat my words. I have tried every single Reno deck from Reno Rogue to Reno Death Knight. If anything, the only Reno archetype that I have not tried is Reno Demon Hunter because I really don't like the Kurtrus payoff. I don't think it's a good enough reason to create a singleton deck with almost no other payoff except for the actual Reno card. And the reason I was very critical on Warrior to begin with is because I was thinking you want duplicates of like key removal cards, right? Like maybe not like 2 Brawls or something like that, but depending on the archetype, especially if you're playing Excavate Warrior, having those duplicates does seem like a really good idea. But go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel in order to let me know that I know absolutely nothing about Hearthstone, because IceComan on Twitter was able to reach top 300 with this version of Highlander Warrior that I'm going to be showing you, but he also has a list that he slightly changed up to where he was able to grind a top 200 legend with, and I wish I tried out this deck, but we're going to be going over the list that he went top 300 with because that's what I tried out before I saw the updated posts. But there are ways of getting multiple Odins, there are ways of being able to pressure multiple different ways of winning the game, and Ignis can be a win condition that you want to use every now and again, but you have almost every single package in the game that you can think of at the moment. We have Battle-Worn Faceless for cheap copies of cards in case we want to copy an opponent's minion. Maybe they have got like a King Crush, so we can copy that for extra burst damage, or maybe you want to use this on like a really good taunt, or maybe you want to use this on your own minion depending on if you want to get like another Khazgaroth value. Like maybe that could work out. Getting another Yogg-Saron might be somewhat pretty decent, but I think this card was actually cut out in the other list, and we'll take a look at that here in a second. But we've got the Excavate cards, we've got the armor cards, we've got Disruption to the best of our capabilities, even though Warrior doesn't really have a lot of disruption. And even though I don't even really have this card yet, the reason why I thought that Reno Warrior would be really bad is because Boom Boss Thogurun, however you pronounce this, shuffles 3 of the same card into your own deck, and this ability seems really useful, being able to destroy a card in your opponent's hand, deck, and battlefield. TNT was a card that I thought would be really good in Warrior and would give us more reasons to essentially disrupt our opponent rather than trying to full-on control them the entire time. But Excavate Warrior seems to be in a somewhat precarious position to where it looks like it's an okay deck, but okay decks don't do well in Hearthstone. So it looks like what people have been going with is more of a Highlander approach to Warrior, to where it's essentially Control Warrior, but you have legitimate win conditions like the Odin, like the Reno, in order to pressure some sort of lethal one way or another. You still have Ignis, and in the ETC you have Viper, Steam Cleaner, and Theatar. However, in the most recent list that he has posted, which there will be a deck code down below in case you guys want to try it, the ETC actually changes a lot. So we have Through Fell in Flames, Viper, and Mad Duke, because apparently you really don't have that much of a reason of running Steam Cleaner, because everyone is thinking about, oh man, Plague Death Knight is going to counter my Highlander deck. It's not that black and white, because there are lots of ways that you can pressure on the board and easily set up a gigantic field of stats that your opponent cannot deal with if they are playing Plague, because that deck is very linear, and if you know what's coming out at the right time, you can easily pressure them and force them to make unfavorable plays for themselves, because this is the best piece of advice that I give people in Hearthstone. Hearthstone is not about making the best play for you, it's about making the worst play for your opponent. It's a very important thing to keep in mind. So when it comes to this deck, there's not that many changes, but we take out the Yogg, we put in a few other cards. I'm really not sure about all of the changes, but you can check that Twitter post, because it is essentially the same deck, just with a few more changes, like the Armor Vendor is taking the place of the Yogg. There's one card that's different in the ETC, and I'm pretty sure there's one other card that I haven't talked about in this new list, but the new changes are very slight, needless to say. But going over the list that you're going to be seeing in the video, you have Astalor for lethal, you've got the Excavate package, which might not be that good in Reno in particular, but it does give us extra resources for excavating treasure, so I think that's the reason why people have decided to stick with this. But one thing that I really want to showcase is Fizzle. Fizzle just makes a lot of sense in Highlander decks, so that way you can duplicate cards that you would want 2 copies of. But one thing that I believe is coming up in the clips up ahead is I was able to do this with Odin. I was able to play Odin twice, either because of Fizzle or because of some other random happenstance. I don't remember 100%, but regardless, being able to get double Odin value has been something I've been wanting to do for a while, and this deck, it's not the main win condition, obviously, but it can be a way to win your games, and that's the one thing I really like about Highlander, is that there are a bunch of different ways of being able to pressure lethal, as long as you can figure out the correct order and when to play the right cards at the right time. But the cards that you probably want to keep in your mulligan with this deck are going to be the excavate cards, so you want to keep your kobold miners. Keeping the armor might be okay as long as you have a decent amount of early game in order to help you get to your turn force. That way, if you need to hero power into armor, that could be pretty decent. You want to keep good removal cards like Bellowing Flames and Blast Charge, just because it's another excavate card, but also does remove. You could probably keep From the Depths and Finley if they are both in your hand. You could definitely keep From the Depths more times than not, but you need proactive cards. You need proactive things to do. And in certain matchups, you can definitely keep Dirty Rat in order to disrupt your opponent if you need to, say, get rid of a Sif from your opponent, from a Sif mage. So you have a lot of different ways of being able to pressure onto the board, have gigantic stats, and have excavate treasures bail you out of certain situations. But the top end of the deck, like the Odin, the Reno, and the Yogg, are probably going to be your big hitters to where you want to make sure they have as much punch as possible. You also have the Astalor that could be copied with Fizzle, so you can double up on Astalors. You can double up on essentially anything that you want as long as it's either dealing damage or keeping you alive. Just make sure that you time the Fizzle when you can, and I think you will have great success with this deck. But one other thing that I want to say before we start getting into the game clips is that this deck is not very easy to play. Most Highlander decks, it's all about tempo, but when you have a Highlander deck that can fight for tempo as well as removal, it's kind of hard to find like that sweet spot of when to go for minions and when to go for removal. So my biggest piece of advice is that you want to use your removal when you have absolutely no other options. So case in point, one point that I want to make known is Reno. Reno, how you use this card is very important because there are some matchups where you just want to jam this by turn 8 in order to maximize the hero power value, as well as, you know, getting that big swing on turn 8 to where you are going to be the one in control. But if you're going up against, say, a Reno Druid and you know they have a Restraza, you want to wait on the Reno so you can deny at the right time versus just playing this before your opponent. Because there are going to be some situations to where you want to use Reno to get rid of certain locations or certain portals, like the Sargeras portal. You want to get rid of that in the Warlock matchup, and then you will automatically swing the game in your favor because you're denying essentially an infinite value card. So how you use your Reno, how you use your win conditions, and how you control the game until you actually kill your opponent are very important for Highlander decks, but it's even more important in this Highlander Warrior because if you don't do that, your opponent will steamroll you. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified about any of our future updates. We've also got a Patreon in case you guys want to get perks and bonuses for supporting the content, like getting deck optimizations, coaching, as well as shoutouts in future videos. So thank you to all of our patrons that help make this content possible. And if you want any of that information, go ahead and check out the description below for all the links. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck intro, and we'll see you for the next video.
Hear that song on the wind, dearie?
Come, embrace the chaos.
Alrighty. But yeah, Quark is just letting me know that apparently Kibler is streaming to 10,000 people. And he's actually doing a sponsored stream with Milkbone, the dog treat company. So that's got to be like a dream sponsorship right there. Does my deck run Odin? Yes, it does. However, I did not draw it that last game. It was pretty much the bottom card. But yeah, I do run Odin. I just didn't draw it, unfortunately. That's what happens with Reno decks, right? If you don't draw the good card, you lose the game. But at least I got my good card this time, and I have another good card, followed by yet another good card. I have one okay card that I wish was a good card, but we'll find the good card later. Alrighty. Yeah, it was the same with me and Sif. Yeah, I had noticed. Like 3 cards left in deck and finally popped off the combo. I should have died sooner, honestly. Bashing that feels like a waste, but I'm not gonna do it. Alrighty. Amogus for Mana Bind. You know, I think about the Mana Bind also did kind of win that game, because that's how we got the second Snake Oil, because I took it from him. All right, this is very awkward to leave these guys alive. But I mean, what is this, Moonbeam Druid? This ain't no Moonbeam Druid. There's no way you play Cactus Construct in a Moonbeam deck. In fact, that begs the question: would Moonbeam Druid even be good in this meta? Moonbeam Druid? Can you guys even imagine something like that? I literally can't. Alright, so we'll do this and get the fizzle. The only reason I'm doing this is for second Reno, and I feel like against a Highlander, potentially Dragon Druid, you want as many removal tools as possible, right? Having another trial by fire is kind of important too, so I don't hate it. I do not hate it. No more Yogg, no more in prison. Deck is dead. Wait, what? So if a deck doesn't have Yogg and doesn't have prison, it's bad deck is what I'm hearing, right? Yes, I can get down with that. How do you beat Dragon Druid? I have problems to do so. You just need a deck with enough removal. Like, and I feel like Warrior would be a great example of that. Like, you just have removal out the wazoo, yeah? So just keep playing removal. Now I can finally knock this out, draw 2 cards. I have my Trial by Fires. I don't have to worry about the golems yet. But I think I should be fine. Trust me, I cried a lot because of that. Yo, Escarzo coming. Oh, Escarzo, haha. Like, it's like Escargo. But it's S-Zar-Zo. Ha, get it? Get it? I think I got the joke. But yeah, the way that you beat Dragon Druid is by going taller than them or removing their big board. That's how you beat them. I really have not been seeing that many Dragon Druids in the past couple of days. Did you see my Aegis replay post from last night on Discord about the crazy plague draws? I did not. I did not. You're gonna have to maybe pull up the post again and let me know what you're talking about. First time here, how are you guys? Yo, as Zar, good to have you here, man. We haven't streamed in a couple of days, so we're milking content right now. We're milking that content. Getting stuff for YouTube, streaming on Twitch. Almost everything I try to do on Twitch gets turned into a YouTube video to some capacity, unless I'm just having fun. But I haven't been streaming Hearthstone in a while, so I gotta get those clips. Turn 6, opponent plays Frozen Over, draws 2 Frost Plagues and Unholy Plague. Turn 7, opponent draws Frost Plague twice. Turn 8, opponent draws Frost Plague twice. Turn 10, opponent draws 1 Blood Plague. Sounds pretty typical of my opponents playing Plague DK. But every single time I play the deck, I have, like, absolutely no freaking luck with it. Thanks for info. No problem, Devils. Let me know if you need anything else, man. Right now, we're just trying to make some Highlander decks work. Oh my god, already? It is Reno, though. Alright, this is fine. This is actually fine. I don't think I want to double Dredge, but that'd be the easiest way of spending mana here. This guy's gained a lot of armor. Okay, I can Excavate and now do this instead. Seems like a better plan. Just gain the armor, just wait. 2 coins? Can I get Odin? Do not get Odin, but Astalor, though. Astamalor? Haha, I don't know what that means, but we're gonna roll with it. I could also make use of the, wait, no, it's actually sanitized every single time. Number 1, maximum armor. Number 2, we have Ignis Weapon possible on turn 9 now. This is why thinking is important. I'll Asta your lore. More like, I'll lore your Asta. Haha, haha. Got him. What exactly did I get? I got rabies from it. I got AIDS. I'm sorry. I should have won protection. Oh boy. I can't really deal with that unless I play Reno. But I do have sanitized and to play this into this, which is what I wanted to do. Am I not able to do that anymore? I mean, I could still play Reno going to the next turn to set up the weapon. It's actually not a bad idea. I like that. Poisonous. Damaging adjacent minions could also be kind of good, but if I don't get a good next... Shit, dude, I'm not sure about this one. It's never Wind Fury, though, right? It's never Wind Fury. I guess I'll go with damage adjacents, and there we go, we got the 8 cost. Alright, kind of awkward, but... Is deck suggestions on hold for now? It usually is, because I'm always trying to find content. I'm always trying to find the next video idea. Every now and again, like, the way that I like to think of it as, instead of someone coming into my stream being like, you have to play this, it's like, I'd rather someone come into the stream be like, hey, how's this deck sound? And if I really do like it, I'll give it a try. Versus, like, kind of, like, forcing a smile on my face as I'm like, yeah, I love this ogre paladin with pure cards in it as well because someone just wanted to give me the worst deck possible. I'd rather someone, and it also just gives you a way of using your points in a different way. But yeah, that's my argument. What do you think of my mage deck? Sith Mage? It looked pretty standard to me. I think a lot of people have been messing with the Excavate package. I'm not sure if it's better than regular Sith Mage, but it's definitely cool. Clark Loki talking about me. Oh. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I'd be lying if I said that wasn't the truth. Maybe just a little. Okay, so I'm a rat. I don't know what I pull out, but I pull out something. That's good enough. It's all gone. It's all gone. Now we got the real battle starting. Now we got the real battle going on. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I do have the snapshot for the Reno. So if he does play the Restraza, I have a way of dealing with it. I love stargazing into wisdom. Oh, that is kind of good. That actually is fantastic. It's high noon. No, man, it's actually almost 2 o'clock. What are you talking about? It's not even close to being high noon yet. Where'd you get that inconceivable idea? Give me a Ragnaros. Oh. Okay, hold on, Spice. This card's coming out again. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. So okay, hold on. What's 3 hours ahead? Or I guess behind. What's 3 hours behind East Coast? That's like still in the ocean, right? The Great Return. Dude, I miss Kael'thas combos. I'm probably like the only person that misses these, but I loved having Kael'thas combos. It was a little bit degenerate, and we had some, like, you know, Bran and Sire Denathrius in the same meta. But I feel like if this card goes back to 6 mana, it'd be fine in Standard. It would be fine in Standard. What does this do? Survive, nerd! Oh my god, I get to actually do something now. Okay, yep, that's right. Do nothing. I love it when my opponent does nothing. In fact, hold on a minute. Astalor costing Z. Oh my god, this is disgusting. From the depths. 1 card. 2 card. Oh my.
Amuse me with your tales of victory.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Fast here.
Like, I want to go all in, but then I don't summon an 8-drop. But I guess I can just trade this away then. Yeah, let's do it that way.
Betrays those who gift of us.
Dude, that was such a sick turn. Oh my god, that was such a sick turn. Wait, what? Oh, wait, the hero powered summon a minion. Oh, it was so perfect. I'm not used to the bullets yet. Oh, okay. All right, I fucked up there. I could have had an 8-drop instead of a 3-drop. Whatever. That was still a sick turn. All right, I don't care. That was still a sick turn, dude. How much is that gonna make a difference? If any. I might honestly just overrun my weapon. Yeah, 3-drop better than 8-drop. You failed to read the fine print. I mean, if I gonna win the game, if I win the game, that's all that matters. Okay? If I win this game and he doesn't find Yogg, I'm fine. I'm fine. That Kael'thas was nuts though. All I need is 1 8-drop. If anything, I'm helping my opponent. Reno Druid is so not it. Reno Druid has problems going up against other Reno decks from what I've seen. What's in the box? Okay, told me which one. Don't care about that. Immolate would be crazy in other situations, but not here. Oh my god, this is like Omega lethal then, right? Oh my lord.
One shot is all I need.
So I have to knock this out. I don't feel like I can be too greedy on the board against this deck. Like I'm just winning. Like maybe he's got an Ignis. Maybe he's got an Ignis. Kibler almost at 11K. What's going on? He's doing a sponsored stream with Milkbone, the dog treat company. In fact, I literally have Milkbones over here. So yes, it's not surprising that that stream is doing really well. Sponsored streams like that usually get a lot of attention with Twitch representatives, and they'll put it on the front page. So there's a lot of advertising that goes into it. There's lots of giveaways probably for dog products and whatnot. And who better to peddle those products than the Dragon Master himself, who always has a dog in the house. So yeah, Brian Kibler is going crazy right now, in the good way. At least you have Reno not burning all my dust for it. I mean, I would say that Reno would be fine as long as you know what you're going to play. Oh wow, he didn't get the damage. If he got the death route, that could have been insane. What do you think about Warlock dead right now? Warlock is still fine, but since the snake got nerfed, there really wasn't a lot of other archetypes that people were interested in. So I think that's the reason why that in particular is not doing so hot. Okay, so Astalor plus Hammer is just gonna end it. Right? Yeah, Astalor plus Hammer just absolutely ends it. Technically, it's one more attack than that. Just throwing that out there. Massive, dude. Reno counters control lock, but otherwise, I think it's still great. Wait, how does Reno counter control? Oh, Reno counters control lock because Sarg gets invalidated. That actually makes a lot of sense. Is Excavate Rogue playable? It's probably fine. Like, Scourge Illusionist getting you Drilly is kind of insane, right? Love Everlasting is kind of anti-synergy with Pip. I mean, not in that situation. Not in that situation. Making 3-drops into 1-drops and then copying them. It works. Thanks, pro player Clark. No problem, dude. No problem. Like, in most situations, yes, it would be anti-synergy. But in that particular situation, it actually was the reason why the guy had so many horns. I almost want to try that deck. Like, if I'm gonna play a priest deck, that's how I'm gonna play priest. Just make a whole bunch of horns. Suddenly, I'm horny gaming all over the place. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. I could not help myself. If I can never make a dumb joke, I'm gonna make it. You guys have to realize this. A horny priest who does. Oh my god. Is this gonna be a Highlander Warrior mirror? Oh my god, it might actually be a mirror. Do you want to see my horn collection? Priest fuckery. I'll tell ye what. I kind of wanted a tempo 2-drop here. I guess I'll just chill for now, because if this is a mirror, I don't want to deck out before my opponent. This will be a card I have to play very specifically. Also, I just now realized that this is a bird. It's a canary. It's a bird. How am I just now? I literally didn't know. I had no idea what this was. I thought it was like a rock for the longest time. And now I'm just putting it together that it's a fucking bird. I had no idea what it was. I just thought it was like a gas candlelight or something. Like whenever you look at it far away, it looks like a rock. But now that I'm sitting here looking, I feel like a freaking idiot. It's a burb, dude. It's a burb. What else could it be, Clark HELLSCREAM? I have no idea. Okay, there's Odin. So I at least got this ready to go. Bro doesn't even know what a bird is? Bro, they killed the bird on Twitter. I haven't seen what a bird looks like in over a year. And he thinks he can fight a Florida man? Bro, I know that I can take a Florida man. Florida people don't know what birds are. They think that birds were sent by the government. I totally think I can win in that situation. What's going on, Morshack? Good to see you, man. Alright, well, we'll just sit here and chill and delete a card. Pretty okay card to delete. It's funny because it's true.
What a gnarly king.
Oh, imagine playing that for 3 mana. Okay, now imagine playing that for 3 mana. That's pretty good. That's pretty decent. Pretty good outcome, actually. I am not happy that my opponent is playing cards and winning the game. How could you? How could you betray my trust this way? Boop, 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 boop. And now we're chilling. And he thinks that, yeah. Do you know why they put canaries in mines? In case of poison gas leaks, the canaries would die, indicating the gas and the miners could evacuate. Whoa, what the hell, bro? How you gonna do that to my bird friends? I mean, if it weren't for birds, we wouldn't have Twitter.
Candle much lighter.
Like that Black Mirror about the bees? Okay, I have not seen a lot of Black Mirror, so you might have to tell me what that episode's about. But I do have Odin, so let's start splitting the diff here. Have I moved yet? Yes. We have a brand new background. Brand new background. Yo, Ta75 at 66. Welcome, welcome. Hope we're having a good one, dude. Thanks for swinging on by, and thank you for that follow. Hopefully, this is a nice message I'm being sent. Yes, it is a Highlander Warrior. There's a Highlander Warrior that's running around right now. And I don't know how good it is, so that's why we're testing it. Do you want to die or the canary? It won't matter in 1,000 years. We're all gonna be dead anyway. Ha, got him. It's actually a green screen. The bees episode was great. Watch it. What do I think of Reno Dragon Druid? I think that Reno Druid is good, but I question if dragons should be part of it. Like, I know that dragons are good and dragons are cool and yada yada yada, but what if they didn't belong? But that's been like the question I've been tossing up for a while here. The last card that he played was Bridge Rift. Technically could finale it, but I wonder if drawing here is technically incorrect. Nice value, nerd. Now it's mine. What would you put in there if not dragons? That's kind of the problem, right? Like, dragons seem to be necessary, but I wonder if the best build of Reno Druid doesn't. So it's like you got Fizzle, there's, like, a lot of decks aren't running Fizzle. They're running a lot of cards that I would actually run in the deck in the ETC. So it's like Dragon Golem doesn't need to be there. Obviously, you would be playing Restraza. How's the Rumble YouTube doing? I've not been feeling well, so I'm falling behind. I honestly have not really been posting a lot of content these past couple of days. If I go onto YouTube and I check out HELLSCREAM, I'm still sitting at about 211 subscribers. I mean, the videos are doing fine. Like, I got one video that's sitting at 4K right now, but since then, I don't think I've had another video that's broke 1,000. I actually, oh wait, I have 2 videos that are doing really well. The Grom video went to 6K. The Ren Black Hands at 4K. My what does $100 in Warcraft Rumble actually get you has 4 dislikes for some reason. So that's kind of weird. But as of right now, like, I feel like the only content that I can really make with Rumble is like doing like recordings. Being like, hey guys, this is me doing a video recording about how much I like Rumble. And what I feel like the game needs in order to improve. We'll do this and see if we find. Gimme. 4. I guess I can live with that. We take dislikes as engagement. Yeah, I just find it interesting though that the most disliked video that I have is the one that I put the most money into. So it's like, yeah, it's good that it's getting engagement, but at the same time, god damn it. You know what I mean? It's like I put money into this. Maybe this is a point for free-to-play players. Okay, so this is kind of scary, but I could easily just copy this. But I also could do that. The thing I don't like about this turn is that I just want to jam Reno, because then I could just yog whatever he does, and I do get rid of the location. And I do have another Reno in the snapshot. So this actually feels fine, even though it feels like I'm kind of overreacting to a small board. But clearly my opponent is not happy about this situation. Alrighty, I guess we can chill. Plus, if I get the 4 armor, I get 4 attack, right? Yeah, Warshak, hope you're feeling better, man. Oh, he's also got the Odin now. I could just take that. Is it even worth it to take it? Not anymore. All right, now, I mean, you know, actually, I didn't even need to waste the Blade Storm. I could have just literally pinged the minion, and then this would have had enough attack. I didn't think about that until now. Oh, well, it's fine. I can make room in my hand, so that way when I draw the snapshot, I don't have to worry about sacrificing cards, so it can kind of work itself out. But it looks like this is not a mirror, because it's just Excavate Warrior with Bridge Rifts and whatnot. It's like a new take on Odin Warrior to see if this is the way to play the deck. Does he have a way of killing the Khazgaroth? Okay, that's 1 damage off. +2/+2 for the Reno hero power. We're really putting in work right now. Okay, sure. Still a decent chunko damage. I think it's some minions, right? Cover a spell. Ooh, there she be. Hey, wait, calm it down, dog. Calm it down. I spent the past 2 days with you. You're not allowed to get mad at me. Okay, so what do I actually do here? Hold on. What's in the? Do I know what's in the fizzle? I did not screenshot it. Could just do this into this. Add some cards. They could get another Drake actually. Value. Rage Rift? Yeah, why not? I'll out-rift the Rift Warrior. So we got refresh now. This might end up being a Dirty Rat into lone play. However, what do I really want to Dirty Rat away from him? He's already played the Ignis. That's fine. How's your mental state, my dude? It's working. We're online right now, aren't we? So clearly it's not getting the best of me today. But the past couple of days has been... Could be better. Could be better. So let's rat it out. See what we find. I'm an asshole. I am what's wrong with Hearthstone. My poor opponent doesn't get to play the game now. Bladestorm? He just, yeah. I have too much value. I have too much value, and I'm sitting here thinking too long. Paladin was my class. So the very first class I got to Golden. And it makes me sad that every single time I look at Paladin, I have such disdain for it. I don't like it. So I feel like Paladin needs to get nerfed. Hunter's probably going to get nerfed just because that Hunter deck seems absolutely crazy. And is probably going to get nerfed to spare the noob players. Showdown Prismatic combo needs to get nerfed, probably. That's why I said Paladin needs to get nerfs some way or another. Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair, dude. Insta-rolling the random whelp. So if he has any dragon in hand, it will get discounted. Oh, he doesn't actually have it. Okay, never mind. I guess I shouldn't complain. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out because I have Ignis ready to go, so I can get turn 5 Ignis into turn 6 Khaz'goroth, find something on turn 7 Odin, then Yogg. So I feel about Hunter right now the same way that you feel about Mr. Holy Hammerman. The 1/5 Naga should get nerfed. I feel like all that needs to happen is just make it a 1/4. Make it easier to kill, so that way it doesn't survive a turn on the board. First page of top win rate cards on HS replays, 20 Paladin cards. Yeah, I could show you the reason why that's the case. It's not because Paladin's the best deck, it's because Paladin's been played the most. That is by far the reason why. Like, dude, like, look at this shit, okay? Look at this shit. I literally looked at this yesterday. Paladin, all right, 56% win rate. Ooh, insane, right? Well, if you take a look at the decks, look at this fucking drop-off. Like, we have 20,000 in Legend. In fact, I kind of just want to, like, put all games, not just Legend. Yeah, let's do Diamond through Legend. Okay, here we go. Diamond through Legend. 100,000 pure Paladin games. What's next? Snake Warlock. Snake Warlock's been nerfed recently, so this deck is no longer playable. Or at least not as playable. Beast Hunter, 42,000. The deck that is seeing the most amount of play that is not Paladin is a Hunter deck with almost half of the amount of game. This is probably the reason why they don't want to nerf this deck. The Paladin has literally twice the amount of games as any other from any other class. That's the reason why on H's replay, its stats are going to be a little bit inflated. Because it is by far the most popular deck. Hearthstone players are ruining their own meta. Exactly what I'm saying, dude. Exactly what I'm saying. That's fine, actually. Can he play another? I mean, he's actually not going to play another minion here. I need to get my hero attack. What am I talking about? Get my hero attack, and then suddenly I'm dealing a bunch of damage here. But yeah, dude, this is why I don't trust Hearthstone players when they're like, I want to play what's fun. Because most players aren't having fun unless they're winning. And that is a complete difference. Do you want a deck that wins, or do you want a deck that is fun? Because not every single deck that wins is going to be fun. Alright. This is by far like the best possible tempo of plays I could be making here. Oh wait, that's right, I'm not going to get a minion. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm doing this for the damage. I'm doing this for the damage. I want a deck with cards that I have. Fun is greater than winning. Oh, hey, I can get rid of those dragons now. I have to wait a turn, but still, something that I can do. So I could sanitize this away. Is there even a point in doing that? What was the last spell that he played? Was it Nourish? Oh my god, it was actually Nourish.
Magic betrays those who abuse it.
Gimme. Oh, it was Innervate? Oh, I'm a fool! I'm an idiot! Oh, I'm a big, dumb, stupid idiot. Oh my god. Big dumb. Yo, really? Yo, really? Really now? For realsies? It's gonna hit the 1-2 every single time. Oh, come on, man. Gonna be wrong one time. Motherfucker. Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Nice timing on that one. Why hast thou forsaken me? Why have I been forsaken, much like my dog thinks I'm forsaking her? What do you need? Are you hungry? Outside? Which one is it? Okay, ow. Even more healing. Well, now I have to do it this way. Or do I ever just Odin for flex? I have to get rid of the lifesteal. Yeah, I have to get rid of the lifesteal. This at least gives me a way of playing Odin either on turn 10 or if I want to play it next turn, I can. Flex is important though. Oh, speaking of flexing. Flexing that mana. Maybe Dog wants to go to dog school. Do you want to go to dog school, Xena? You want to learn how to be a good girl professionally?
Amuse me with your tale.
Alright, well I can double up the Odin, dude. Hold on a second. Doubling up Odin sounds sexy. That's fine. Just gonna steal the minion. I could just take it right back, but... Oh! Okay, hold on. I can clear now. Alright. Next turn, I want to go for the double Odin. Next turn, I want to... I can't remember the last time that I did double Odin and actually got away with it, bro. Swearsy realsies. Posted that horny priest Pip the Potent shenanigan in Reddit and credited you for solving the 3 AM crisis I had. Thanks again for explaining. No problem, dude. No problem. I hope it works out. Okay, so I got 5 cards. One of them will be Odin.
Amuse me with your tales of
All right, here we go. I have done the thing. I have done the thing. I'm about to gain a lot of armor here, bro. About to gain a lot of armor. Sure. You know. Fine. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. That could have been 5 mana, gain 10 armor, or gain 10 attack. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Very sad right now. Refreshing mana. There goes the Astalor. Well, I do have Sanitize. Sanitize would deal 9 to everything. So trade Odin here, play this, play Hammer. Go hard. I'm about to go hard, dude. Oh my god.
one shot is all I need.
Double Odin, bitches.
What do I do with all these cards?
This is why I think Fizzle should be in like every single Reno deck. Being able to double up on the right cards, we should learn from the Ramp Druid meta, right? All right, that's fine. I've got literally gained 10 strength, 10 attack. And then I have Ignis for even more damage. This game is Omega Dunzo, by the way. So I need to find a card that is, I mean, I could just go for 1 mana Wind Fury, but if I find a card that is at least 5 mana, this will win the game. I guess I could do this and then do this, and if I miss the Wind Fury, I can use this as a payoff. But it's literally always what you think it is. Some things just never change. Some things simply just never change. The double Odin. Double Odin for the win, dude.